Everybody, and welcome to QuipScope, the show we talk about a brand new game, a game that's coming out, a game that's not come out just yet. My name's Ashton.
My name's Ben.
Ben, what have we been playing?
We've just had a go on that there Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Yes.
The arcade beat-em-up, sort of side-scrolling beat-em-up from Tribute Games. I have had my eye on this one for a while.
You have.
Because Tribute Games was founded by some principal people from the developers of the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World game, which was also a side-scrolling beat-em-up, which I really, really liked back when it came out and when the remaster was released, I think maybe last year or the year before. And so I've had my eye on this one, despite not being a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, full stop.
Heroes in a Half Shell.
Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power,
yeah.
Or indeed side-scrolling beat-em-ups, really. I have no nostalgic love for them, but I was such a big fan of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World game that I thought, hey, if it's from the same people, it's got to be pretty good. And it's out now on the Windows, the Linux, the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And I tell you what, it's really flipping fun.
It is very fun.
It's a good laugh, and it's got, I'm just going to run through the key features here. It's got 6-player co-op, which is a lot.
Both local, online, and what's the word? Combined, yes.
Online
and multiplayer.
Yes, so you can take local multiplayer online. Or so they've said, but we couldn't find a way to do that, or at least it crashed a bit for us when we were trying to sort that out. Certainly, at least as far as the PS4 goes, you can only have 4 players locally at any given time. So it would imply that if you have 6, you're going to be going into online, or it's just 6 online. But fortunately, there are, I think more than 6 different characters. Yes, there are. There's Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, Master Splinter, and April O'Neil. Those are your base 6. But then you can also unlock Casey Jones as well.
Yes.
Who's the hockey mask man. You played it with me.
I did.
And you're watching our footage now. We played as, I believe, Michelangelo and Leonardo.
Yes.
Leonard.
You were Lenny.
I was Lenny.
Mikey.
You were Mikey.
Yeah.
And it is, how do I explain it? It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up.
Yes.
While you can play very particularly and very carefully by trying to avoid getting hit, there's so much chaos on screen, which is only going to be multiplied by, depending on how many players.
When you add a player, yeah.
Exactly. It's sort of, you mash square to hit, you press triangle to do a special attack, you can press R1 to regain your ninja power, is what it's called, in order to do your special attack. There's items, healing items you can find in the world. You can play...
grapple an enemy, and then you can throw them directly at the screen.
At the screen, that's fun. The healing items are obviously pizza.
Yes, of course.
It's got an overworld, which is the little turtle van where you go between different levels. And what else is there? There's
additional replayability challenges. If you find a certain character in a level, they'll give you a challenge that you have to find the newspaper headlines or diary entries or something. So.
Yes, exactly. There's collectibles and there are challenges in each level as well, like don't get hit, which seems unlikely, to be honest, but it is possible. And then there's also an arcade mode, like a proper arcade mode. If you want to play it like that, where it's harder, you have a difficulty option anyway for the regular story mode, but arcade mode, you have limited lives, as you would in an arcade, and you get a proper game over screen, whereas in the traditional story mode that you've got available, you can just kind of keep playing, which is exactly what I want, really, because I just want to mash buttons and go through this colourful, ridiculous, over-the-top side-scrolling beat-em-up.
Yeah, it's good. We literally just were spamming square and triangle, and there was no finesse to our playing.
No,
but I still
occasionally I'd sprinkle in the circle button, so you dodge out the way, and you can jump, obviously, and if you press them in certain combinations, it'll just
do a combo move of some kind.
Go crazy. There was a moment where, or one of the levels we played, where there were these enemies that were flying and they were kind of a pain in the ass to take down. You can jump and hit, but it was all sort of, I don't know. There are certainly some moments. It's got that. I'd say it's not so much an issue with this game. Well, it is, but it's more of an issue with just the genre in general, in that you have to be on the same plane as the person you're trying to hit hit them.
Yeah.
But that can often be difficult to line up. And if they're flying as well, it can be difficult to tell which plane they're on. So, but they can hit you.
Yes.
Some of the bosses have crazy big hit boxes in terms of being able to hit you, but you're not entirely sure where they end and where they start. And sometimes, again, it feels intentionally designed as if it were an arcade game where it's designed to get as much money out of you as possible, where you're thinking, well, that felt a bit cheap that I got hit there. But those are minor issues.
Yeah.
I think it's still
we
really
only
fun.
got that on one level. There was like a level where we're on hoverboards chasing after a
car
truck
thing, yeah.
And that was kind of the only level where I felt like we were kind of at a disadvantage of everything else, which is like there's about a billion people on screen.
Yeah.
You just punch them as quickly as you can and you move on to the next area. But that one was a little bit more finicky with terms of like combat in that one. But the rest of like the other boss battles that we did were pretty easy. There was Bebop and Rocksteady.
And then Bebop and Rocksteady.
And then Bebop and Rocksteady in their car.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's good. The story so far is just that they take over a TV station.
Shredder's being a real rascal. You got to go get him and his minions.
A real rascal.
You've got the various ninjas who are coming after you, but they are robots and they explode when you kill them. And they've got that classic arcade palette swap where some of them are blue, some of them are purple, some of them are red.
The blue ones have swords,
yes.
And then the yellow ones throw axes at you, and the red ones are red.
Yeah.
And the pepper ones, sometimes they have shields.
And you level up.
Yeah.
You get more hit points. You can gift some of your hit points to your friend if they're running low on them by high-fiving.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
And it's clearly positioned to be as accessible as one of these games can be. So you can just have 4 controllers or just 2 or play it by yourself if you want and just smash through this campaign by just mashing buttons. But equally, it does have that extra layer of challenge if you want it. If you want that traditional, more hardcore experience, it's there too. I really like it so far. I'm looking forward to playing more in my spare time with my home friends and not my at work during office hour friends.
Oh.
You're a friend too, Ashton.
Oh, thank you.
I just mean not at work.
Not at work.
Not at work. But it's good fun, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it.
Yeah, me too. I think it's good. I can't wait to go to your house because you have it on your PlayStation.
I do.
And play more.
We'll do some more.
Yeah.
We'll play some more. See if we can get a full complement of players. Try to join a pretty full server, and the game froze.
Crashed the game.
So it could well be that at the moment the online functionality isn't perfect, but then again, I think you're probably going to have more fun in local co-op anyway.
But it does also have crossplay, but currently only between PlayStation and Xbox.
Right.
So you can't crossplay on Switch or PC with other people. But also when you try and go online, it'll suggest the level you're currently on and any public servers, but then also like it'll tell you how far into the level they are. Like Ben joined one that was 98% through the level.
Yes, I did.
Finished the boss fight, and then it was like, you did it!
I showed
Congrats.
up right at the end of the boss fight. He had no health left. I think I did one swing, and then all these challenges popped up like, wow, you completed the level without being hit. And I was like, okay. So then I backed out of that lobby because it just wasn't loading the next stage.
Yeah.
And so that's something's going wrong here. And I had just got to the start of chapter 4 anyway. So I think it tries to make you with people who are nearby.
Yeah.
And they were right at the end of chapter 4. Then it played the cutscene for chapter 5. And I was like, oh, hang on a minute. I haven't played any of chapter 4, but for some reason the game then just... So it could end up slightly wink-wonking your progression, potentially. So just be aware of that when you're joining other people's games and stuff. But there we are. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. More like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's... friends, because you get to play it with all your friends.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, more like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shredding those buttons.
Nice, because he's pressing them all real fast.
All at the same time.
Excellent. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.